Okay, so this training is about how do you do a call to action post. In my 7-figure club training, I have a method that is called the 3-10-10-3. And one of the kind of posts, part of the 3 posts a day, is a call to action post. And also part of the number system is the last one, which is 3 call to action messages. Meaning a call to action is this. It's one of a few things. These are the most popular calls to action. You definitely would want to write this down. One is to sign up on your email list. That's number one, because if you don't have somebody's email, that's a free call to action. Okay. So that means that they're going to go to a web page or like, hey, I've got this free download. I'm going to give you these examples in a minute. The second thing is a call to action to ask them to get onto a free consult or a strategy or sales call with you. So that's the second one. And then the third one is a call to action to get them to buy something from you. It could be a low priced offer. It could be a high ticket offer. But the point is that you're wanting them to take action. So when we talk about posts in social media, it's so important to sprinkle in your call to action posts. And just so you know, 1 out of 4 to 5 messages is really the kind of perfect mixture of it. So what this looks like, if you're doing 3 posts a day, part of what I teach my clients how to do, that once every other day, you can do a call to action post. So that's why it's also very important to be doing consistent postings and videos. And because if you're doing too many call to action posts, you look just like those people that's like sale, discount, discount. It's like the person that comes into your store and you're just like, would you like this? Would you like this? And you're like, never mind, I'm leaving. So that's that vibe. The opposite of that vibe though is where you're just giving away all this information. You're doing podcasts and you're doing videos and you're doing freebies, but you're never asking for a sale. You're never asking for something in return. So part of being in business is business. So this is the strategy. This is the mindset to understand before I show you how to do this. But strategy always comes first before we show you how. The how is usually, for me, the how is very simple to teach because I've really mastered online marketing. I know what to do to get somebody to take action, whether it's a personal message or a post on social media. Now, here's the other thing I want you to understand. When you do a call to action post, they're not always the most popular because people are aware that you're selling them something or you're asking for something. Now, there's a difference between a free offer call to action and a sales call to action. But here's the dealio, okay? People need to know that you're in business so they can buy from you and refer you. I'm going to say it again. People need to know that you're in business so they can buy from you and refer you. If your Facebook header, your LinkedIn headers, and all those posts do not have your website with calls to action on it, you're not taking your business serious. And there's some kind of mindset and money work that needs to be done within yourself for you to understand that you have to sell. So now that we know that we need to sell, yes. And we know that we need to get more and more people on our email list, yes, because that is a business asset that we own, yes. Now let's talk about how do we do this. So I'm going to share my screen to go over this. Okay. So I'm going to open up and I'm going to go to Instagram mostly because it's just a lot easier to view it in one go because of the layout of Instagram. But I will tell you personally, my highest converter is my Facebook profile. So I use the same kind of posts on my Facebook profile. This is not the training to go into all the kinds of posts, why it works. This is really a very specific call to action post. So I'm going to show 2 different things, the Facebook profile, and I also have a professional profile. And real quick, the difference is, yes, I use my Facebook profile and I also have a Facebook business page, but the one that converts the highest is my profile. The difference between a profile and a business page, just to be very, very clear, is your business page, somebody can press like or follow, just like Instagram, right? So somebody would come here, they would go like this page. I need to change my header. Okay, so that's what would happen over here, okay? And then on your profile though, this is the ability where people can tag you. You're in Facebook groups of people, you're networking with people. This is where I personally do most of my business and it converts very well for me. So while we're over here on the Facebook profile, I want to point your attention to a few things. There is a new thing. If you do have a professional profile, if you don't, you can do these stories over here where you can do managed posts. Now, I'm not going to go in depth into all these different tactics. Each of these things I'm talking about, I could spend hours talking about training you on. I've done boot camps just on Facebook marketing. So, but right here, featured. This is call to action posts. And I'm going to tell you the two different kinds. The number one you need to be having is some kind of giving somebody something for free. Write this in the comments, write it down on a piece of paper. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this in replay or in my 7-figure club, write it down. The number one thing you need to be talking about is your free offer, because that is the thing that grows your email list. So you can do it like this. You can take a screenshot. You can make a really nice graphic. Either way that it goes, you've got to have letting people know. And I got like all these new leads. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. A free offer is something people will beg you for it. If you've built a community up, you can also run an ad to a free offer. Okay. So we're not talking ads today though. So on this page, let me scroll down to one of my free offers. There's so many. I need to do more free offers on here. All these are free calls to action. The second one is a Let's Chat. Okay. So one is growing the email list, right? So you want to grow this email list. The second one I talked about is a free consultation. Now, there's a very specific way I run the free consultation. I have a whole qualification funnel for this. So I'm not just giving away my time for free. It's to qualified people who are interested in scaling their business and would like to chat with us. Okay. So we have a very specific way that we qualify leads for this, but this is what you want to be talking about. And this is a way using a Canva square image, having images, having very few words. I also want to say this, when you're doing a call to action image, do not put too much text on it. What you actually want is to use your post for text, okay? Especially with any advertising, it can't be more than 20% text to run a Facebook ad at least, okay? So that's the second one, okay? So first one is an offer like this that you're doing brand new, download and training, who wants it? All these people are like, me. And then I send them to a funnel. Now let's talk about the funnel. This is a whole beast. I talk about funnels all the time. You can watch my trainings, you can message me, or you can work with me. This is the funnel. And this is why it's so important to be taking people here, because what happens is they put their name and their email in, and then they go here. Now, I don't advertise my sales funnels except once I already get their name and email, because the truth is most people don't buy right away. What they do is they kind of stalk you a little bit. They want to get to know you. They want to see if they like your vibe. Okay. So on my free offer landing page, I've got my other two funnels connected. So that was the free offer. This one is a sales funnel to my upsell. This is a mid-level course. Okay. This is a course I could charge $1,000, $2,000 for. I only charge $197 because I want to help people take down the price barrier and get results. Number one. Number two is it qualifies new leads for me. Someone that goes through this usually wants to work with me. I think I have almost 100% ratio of them going through this and then joining my 7-figure club. No joke. I think I'm at least 90%. It's super high because when they work with me, when they watch this, when they buy from me, they're like, dude, if this woman would give me this information for free, this is a free training with the free download right here, then what will she do if I pay her? Excuse me. I need some water. Just a minute. What will they do? What will she do if I pay her? Then number two is that's a 197 program mid-level. Okay. The other thing though, is sometimes people are like, wait, I want to fast track 6 figures, 7 figures. Let me go talk to Tiana. So why I go back to the posting, right? Is it starts here though. And it's really important to have these calls to action, to join your email list, to offer something for free, and to also tell them about what you sell. Okay. So I'm doing video tips of the day. I'm doing these posts, lifestyle behind the scenes, but don't forget, like this is also to the free offer. I have an exceptional resource I like to share, but my thing is I like people to tell me they want it it because I work with lower numbers in higher ticket sales. Meaning if I'm running an ad, I will run an ad over here to this, okay? This will automate my leads. I've gotten thousands of leads from this right here, take the lead, right? But some people, what I like to do on social media is connect individually with people. I want to know if they want it, and then I'll send them a link to the offer. That just happened this morning. Somebody messaged me, I saw your post, can I please have it? I'm like, here is the cheat sheet, go fill it out right here. So this is why call to action posts are so extremely essential to your business. And you can throw them in other ways. I want to also show you a few other things. There's featured posts on Instagram as well. I highly recommend you have one of each your calls to action. This is a call to action post that tells people what it is I do, and it offers them something for free. Hey, message me, I'll give you an audit of your online presence. Again, I'm going to have them fill out a qualification quiz. I need their links because typically when I go through somebody's online presence, whether it's their website or their social media, I'm showing them in a video like this how they specifically are sitting on a lot of money, and I can help them make more if they want to hire me. So whether they hire me or not, I gave value, but it usually results in a sale. Okay, better than cold calling. 2, here's a video of me telling people how to feel good in their business and attract more good. This is important because it gives the vibe of who I am. And 3 over here is a value-based post, but notice at the end, it has a call to action. People, you're sitting on DM us now for a free strategy call to scale your business. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Sometimes I go more in depth, like this one is a more in-depth post I did this morning. This is more, I don't usually do heavy text. I could not run an ad to this, but this one had done well in my analytics. It was one of my top posts. So what I did was I'm repeating it, I'm writing it down, and I'm going to share it with other people. Okay. So I haven't even followed up with these leads yet. So it depends what you're posting. And this is where it helps to be in something like my 7-figure club. Here's another one. This is a value-based post, but at the end of it, I tell people, hey, are you ready for focus and accountability? DM us to join the 7-figure club mastermind if you're committed to scaling. So anything can be a call to action, even at the end, just saying a little thing, right? This was behind the scenes image. I made it look pretty though. So this is the power of good looking branding, friends, of luxury branding, of standing apart from the crowd, but taking the time to be intentional with your marketing. So I'm so passionate about this because it really works over and over and over again. Okay. So a call to action post, though, to be very specific, is a get them on a call or get them to sign up on your list or get them to message you to buy something from you. Okay. You also can tell people they can go buy something, but the reason that I really don't push the buy something, it does not convert as well. What people really want to know is they want to know who you are, what you have to offer them before they're willing to take out their credit card. I'm okay with that. So I like to sell in a one-to-many approach. And yes, I have the links to my upsells once they get on my email list. So I kind of let my work that I did on the front end do that work. Now let's talk about a call to action message. So those are the 3 calls to action that you need. Get them on your list. Offer a free strategy call or an audit or whatever that free little thing you are doing. Make sure you're qualifying anyone who does that. And 3 is you can automate the sale. You can do it. Hey, I've got this brand new course for sale. I will tell you lower ticket options. My Freedom Planner isn't here right now. When I'm selling my Freedom Planner actively, I did do tons of call to actions for sales. Things like stickers, books, planners, anything under $50. You can sell a lot easier. You could say, hey, I've got this brand new thing. Go here, grab it, especially a physical product. We're used to like ordering something, it coming to our door. Okay. So those are your 3 calls to action that you need to be integrating every other day, 1 out of 5 or 6 posts. Okay. So write that number down. So like I said, if you're doing the 3 posts a day, like what I teach, then every other day you can do a call to action post. That's not any kind of call to action post. So if you want more sales, that's why you need to be more consistent online. Okay. So one other thing is the 3 call to action messages. And this is pretty simple. out of just your basic messaging people, you need to have the courage, the bravery, and the stick-to-itiveness to believe that you are going to have to reach out and ask people for a sale. And it looks something like this. You're messaging 3 people a day and you're like, hey, I saw you liked my post about fill in the blank. Would you be interested in having a chat about scaling your business? Send that exact post to 3 people. Just get it done. And some people might say, you're spamming me. Then get them off your list. Because the truth is, I don't want people on my email list, on my Facebook list. Now, there are some friends, but that wouldn't either refer me or buy from me. If you're not considering referring me or buying from me, and you just want to take all this amazing energy for free, then you don't have to be on my email list. So you can get on off of it. And anyone who doesn't know me and hasn't stayed in my circle long enough and is offended by that, again, they're not my people. So I don't feel a fear of offending people. And with that said, I don't teach or practice a cold method. I'm talking about somebody who has liked my comment, my post, somebody who has been in a boot camp, just more of a follow-up. Those 3 it's not a brand new person. I don't like that approach. I'm talking about where somebody has been liking, commenting, or even it could be a brand new person and they saw your post, like, hey, I'd like more info. Again, like this morning, somebody I'd never talked to before asked for the information on one of my offers. I don't know if she was referred to me or however she found me. And then 1 second. Okay. So what I was saying though, is that I don't teach the cold method. These are people that have been in my circle. Exception is the woman who messages me this morning and she's like, hey, I would like more information about your business, which this happens to me a lot. It's where all of a sudden, all the work you've been doing, and then some stranger just comes in your inbox. I had this awesome, cool client a few months ago. He had watched 12 of my videos on YouTube and on Facebook, calls me up. He's ready to sign a high 5-figure deal on the spot, right? Within 5 minutes of getting off our sales call. So the cool thing about these kinds of postings and about just being consistent is detaching from the emotion of it. Any way that you're feeling, let's talk about the psychology of this. I've given you the how, I've given you the strategy, and it works. The only reason this will not work is if you don't do it consistently. So if you're like, well, I did it. Well, no, this is why in the 7-figure club, we do 30-day challenges. I have it printed out. I have a marketing checklist for 30 days. There's very specific things we follow. You're able to do it as a solopreneur or one with a small team, and you can do it in 1 hour to 2 hours a day if you're really going gung-ho. If you were starting from 0 to 6 figures, if you follow a next level numbers that I teach, you really could do that pretty quickly. It's pretty awesome without ads or anything. But it requires consistency. It requires intentionality of what kinds of posts you're doing. Who is your ideal client? What are you teaching them? And when you talk about a call to action, when you know that you have just showed up and given amazing value in the marketplace, you should not feel guilty to do a post. And the truth is, if you're feeling guilty or you're spammy or you're salesy, I'm going to tell you right now, it's usually not because you're being that way. It's because you have a fear of being that way. And that fear of being that way, that fear of being rejected or perceived as salesy, is going to stop you from making sales. 80% of your time should be spent in sales and marketing. And 20% is in customer service, doing your financials, all that. But you must have money coming in or you do not have a business. As all of you coaches, entrepreneurs, course creators, investors, even in real estate agents, a lot of us are online growing our business. And that's primarily where we have our growth. I don't do much in-person events because I really like my lifestyle and I'm traveling for my kids, for music, for my family, for business. My team is global and online. And I want a way that I can bring in leads consistently and close my leads from anywhere in the world. If I'm at the gym, if I'm at the pedicure, if I'm traveling to Paris, wherever I am, I want to be able to run my business with ease and flow. And this method and learning how to really bring high value and also do a high call to action post to grab attention and really share with people why it would be almost silly of them to not contact you. And that's what we're talking about. So that is my overview of call to action posts, why they're so essential, how you get it done, and how you should be showing up. And I will say this. If your branding is off, if you're having too much text on your images, The thing that works about what I do is I really spend some time making sure my branding's on point, not putting too much text on my images, and also having the confidence of when I post. So those things also need to be aligned. I can't just say do a call to action post. And friends, if it looks crummy, if the text is everywhere, if you don't have pro photos, it's not going to convert very well, especially if you're wanting to charge high ticket. So I will always say the prerequisite to any of this is luxury branding, having a brand that you can show up on Canva and have your fonts, have your colors. And please, 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 if you're a client of mine or if you're not, don't put too much text on the image. What you really want is an eye-catching, beautiful image, even just with one thing like DM me or nothing. And you really want to put the text in the caption, just so you know. Okay. So I hope this helped you out. I'd love to hear what you think. If you're watching this in replay, let me know. You can tag me. And then if you are in my 7-figure club and you're watching this in replay, comment. There's comments. There's our thread. Let us know. Hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day and see you later.